gossamer strands only stand between this world and home. Feel it? So deliciously weak here, so frail. The entire world should be as such. But this one will feed the veil, make it strong. My brethren will not make it easy. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Then we begin.
Okay, so we're gonna seal the veil. So we were able to persuade the demon to help me seal the veil before I actually had to help her. So, newsflash, spoiler alert, we are not gonna hold up our end of the bargain. Alright, so Shale, you get into position again. Morrigan, lesser rage demon. Go ahead and give me a mass paralysis on those guys. Yeah. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. 110. Alright, so looks like he's gonna go around sealing stuff, and in the meantime, I will battle. Crushing prison. Oh wow, there's a lot of these shades, isn't there? Alright, I'm going to try and do some crowd control on this side. Put you in a force cage. And then we only have these two to deal with. Attack this one, and then we'll only have that one greater shade left. Good chance to get regenerate some of my health and mana and stuff. Yeah. Alright, so 2 down and 2 to go. Ash Wraiths. And some lesser rage demons. Those Ash Wraiths look dangerous.
I should do it.
And let's see. I can put a force cage on him. Yeah. And then we'll hit these guys with some fire. I don't really have a lot of good like mage weapons and armor and such. I have not found like any really great robes that I would have expected by now. See if I can get out of this fight without having to use any magic. Yeah, okay. Too easy. A desire demon. All right, we got this.
I see.
Good. Whoa. And almost dead. Got it. And that should be it. No problemo. I'm actually gonna save it real quick. Save. After a fight like that, I don't want to do that again.
And it is done. Your veil is strong. Now you go and do this one's bidding.
No more demons will come through.
If they are invited, they will come. But they cannot sneak through like the thief at night. You rejoice. This one laments.
I'll head to the tower then.
Yes, go.
Okay, cool. So, so I've sealed the veil. So now, we've gotten that part taken care of. So I didn't need to make any crazy deals with the demon in order to do it. Of course, it thinks I'm working for it, but as we'll see, that is not true. Because I do not work with demons. No siree Bob. I do loot the chests, though. Scale armor. What's in here?
Allow me. I could do that.
Just a red steel maul. No big deal. There's a book on the table. Sophia Dryden's journal. That might be good for... That might be what Levi's looking for, right? Yeah?
You're not really planning on helping Sophia, are you? She's possessed.
Don't worry, I'm not. I'm not a dummy. I am not a dummy. Oh, maybe I am a dummy. Look at all this. Okay, we got some... I don't really have anywhere to run, so I am going to have to charge. Let's get Shale up first. And do that. I'm actually going to just go around and get some of these traps out of the way. Don't mind me. Get him, doggy. Maybe I can hit him with an hour of slaying. Go! Oh, man. She is strong. She's like a sniper.
I got it!
Alright, cool. Don't like dealing with traps in the middle of battle, but didn't really want to rush those archers, but getting leg hold traps the whole way through. Okay, we are in the tower. Huh. Alright, lots of dudes. And probably they look all to be melee. But just to be safe, let's fight them in here.
Alright.
There's plenty of room to set up.
Direct me.
Okay, perfect placement for a mass paralysis. I do like their weakness spells. They won't save you. Get a little fire action. Yay, I didn't hit the dog for once. I actually got a few in the back there that I didn't see.
Now we can start.
Alright, no sweat. Huh. Alchemical concoction. Alright, Shale.
It beckons.
Okay, ability notes. This appears to be old research of the mage Avernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse clinical handwriting. Continue.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
Sounds like crazy mad scientist talk to me. Oh, come on, get the book.
Going.
Tattered notes belong to the mage Avernus. What's this alchemical concoction? This noxious potion appears to be the culmination of Avernus's horrific research. It promises to unlock hidden potential of the tainted blood you drank during the joining. So I can destroy the vial, I can leave the vial alone, or I can drink the vial's contents. Under normal circumstances, I do not recommend drinking random concoctions in mad scientist layers. But why the hell not? I do like the promise of more power. Glug, 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 glug. Down in one, down in one. Pain racks your body, but there's power in this pain, a hint of understanding. You have access to new abilities. Now, what are those abilities? Wrong thing. I actually want this. Power of blood. The warrior's own tainted blood spills in sacrifice, increasing movement speed, attack speed, and critical hit chance for as long as the mode is active. However, the warrior suffers greater damage and continuously diminishing health. It seems not good for tanks. The warrior... Okay, Blood Fury. The warrior sprays tainted blood in order to knock down nearby enemies, which they may resist by passing physical resistance checks. The gush of blood, however, results in a loss of personal health. How much? Well, interesting. Only 2 abilities. Okay. Yes. Drinking weird crap in the name of progress. And... better save it here. Just in case.
Ah, I was expecting someone, or something. Please, come in.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It has been so long since I could focus, you see. But the rip in the veil has been mended.
The old warden mage, you're still alive?
Only just. I have only a short time left.
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I've seen your experiments.
They were necessary. Any tool, any iota of information that could defeat the fell demons was justified. As a warden, you should know that.
He has a point there. If a single spell could win the battle, I would not question its source.
Your charming companion is quite correct. You do well to heed her advice.
There's a limit to such things, though. I mean, extreme circumstances that they are, you still need, you know, who knows? It's a difficult question. How do you know I'm a warden?
A combination of my research and blood magic. But even without that, who else would brave Soldier's Peak?
I can attack him. I'm here to recover the Grey Warden's base.
I see nothing that could stop you now. Certainly not myself.
I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
The time for questions is over. Well, that was quick. How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
What was the purpose of your experiments?
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the Darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
What power?
The Wardens use it merely to sense Darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more. Hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful.
More powerful. Only a monster would sacrifice his fellow Wardens.
It was necessary. It was vital. The few meager years of life they would have spent trapped in this tower were nothing compared to the greater goal. I gave their death meaning.
Well, that wasn't your place. Can you teach me what you've learned?
You've already read my research. But in time, with the proper materials, I could learn so much more.
This is wrong. You're no better than the demons.
I have done what I must. But you shall be my judge. When you have what you need of me, I'll accept your judgment.
I want to ask something else.
Yes?
Tell me about what happened here.
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
How was Arland a tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory.
What?
Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
The Kuzlans almost rebelled. That's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlans to make them pliable.
You had to know that summoning so many demons was foolhardy.
Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. I was so close.
Commander Dryden knew of the demons?
She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
Yeah, but ancient Tevinter, they were a bunch of jackholes. You do remember... that's the Chantry's version, number 2. You do remember how that ended, the Black City, Darkspawn. That's what the Chantry says. That's not necessarily what actually happened. I want to ask something else.
Yes?
Sophia's great-grandson brought me here. Levi, go ahead.
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. Ha 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 ha, and you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor.
Your call?
He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance.
Just answer Levi's question.
Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I'm sorry, Levi.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
I want to ask you about something else.
Yes?
The time for questions is over.
Certainly. It seems you are done here. With the veil mended, I would seek to continue my experiments in peace. Perhaps I could advance the Warden's knowledge one last time before age claims me.
So I can attack him. But he hasn't shown any hostility. And he's going to die anyway. I could judge him for his crimes. He's certainly, probably for his crimes, he certainly deserves it. But again, he's gonna die anyway. I could cast him out of the Wardens, but he hasn't really done anything against... He hasn't broken his oath or anything like that. I can tell him to stop research, or I can tell him... I can say... no more dark research. Find humane ways to help the Wardens. or experiment away. If it bears any fruit, let me know. I'm gonna take choice number 1. No more dark research. Find humane ways to help the wardens.
Without test subjects, without other materials, you would cripple my efforts. But I will do what I can in this endeavor. I have little hope of discovering anything useful. But if I do, you will hear of it.
Okay. So now we have this crazy mage guy in a tower, and he's going to do some research for the wardens, but not the crazy, dark, nasty research that he was doing, and I kind of think that's a good thing. We haven't needed crazy, dark blood magic to defeat blights before, and I'm not about to start doing that now. Ooh. Corpse on spikes. You may want to choose your decor a little differently. Yeah, geez. Keep the kids away from this place. Wow. Alright, back down. And now that we've taken care of... We didn't kill Avernus, which means that Sophia Dryden's possessed corpse is still trapped in here. Which means we're going to have to go deal with Sophia Dryden's possessed corpse. Huzzah! Huh. I'm not worried about it.
This one rages! The tower still stands! The Avernus lives! This one is betrayed!
Your evil is at an end.
Never!
Yeah, these demons should really know better than to make deals with me. I haven't held my end of the bargain once, and I don't feel bad. Get him. Sophia is a strong opponent, but I am stronger. No problem.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
The past won't offer redemption. Try the future instead.
For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Soldier's Peak seems like a lonely place.
It is. In time, it might liven up, though. You're gathering an army, after all. The fortress may do some good with that.
Any chance I could convince you to stay on?
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
I will miss this place. It was infested with spirits and undead, but it had no birds. Not a single one of those malicious, spiteful little demons.
Master of the Peak. We win. Don't forget to loot Sophia. Wow, look at all this stuff. Warden Commander stuff. This is actually different. Blighted Grey Warden Commander. Neat. Warden Tower Shield. Oh, wow. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, and these this Warden Commander armor, this is actually different, I believe, than yeah, this is the stuff. This is actually the stuff that that originally drops, but the mod I have adds a few extra things, specifically the Blighted one, which is kind of cool, and the Grey Warden Longsword. This one's made out of silverite. I think I have one made out of silverite already. Yeah. And it's pretty nice. So I have several of them now. Grey Warden Shield, another one. That one's made out of red steel. So this might be an upgrade to my shield, actually. Yeah, at least a little bit. Take it all. Sort it out. And there was also... Wasn't there a chest in her little room that... Where was her little room? Was it upstairs? It was upstairs. There was a chest in her room that was locked.
So be it.
Maybe it's unlocked now. Or no, I must have unlocked it. Never mind. Doofus. Alright, let's just equip that stuff. Yeah, getting hooked up again. So this is the blighted stuff, but it's only made out of iron. So it's it's really not as good. But then there's the Warden Commander stuff, which looks a little different. Let's equip it. And I believe there's a helmet, isn't there? I guess there isn't. There's no helmet that comes with it. It looks pretty cool, but like I think this is maybe what they were originally going for, the look of the Grey Wardens. But in Dragon Age 2, of course, they kind of redid their whole aesthetic choice. I kind of like it for the most part in Dragon Age 2. But now I have to find all my stuff. Grey Warden Commander boots, Grey Warden Commander, Silverite, and yeah, okay. And I also have a new Grey Warden shield. It's about the same but has better missile deflection. Or I could do the Warden Tower shield, which has willpower, more defense, a lot more defense, and stamina regeneration. And it's fairly cool, actually. But do I want to use that? Because I mean these Grey Warden shields are pretty awesome. Actually, the Grey Warden shield has as much armor as the Warden Tower shield. It just doesn't have quite as much defense. And not as much missile deflection. But it increases hostility and a chance to dodge. So I'm going to stick with what I have. But now this is red steel, so it's a little... it's got a red hue to it. That's kind of cool. As red steel does. Alright, cool. Well, we're done. And, right, that's the exit. So now Soldier's Peak is a place where we can kind of come to... It's like an extra town, essentially.
All right.
A portrait of some kind. You found an old painting, one dating back to Commander Asturian's times. Perhaps Asturian history points to this. Recite the Grey Warden Oath. Hey, treasure. Well, that was unexpected. Asturian's Might. Ooh. Silverite sword. 2 damage. That extra 2 damage is good. 1 armor penetration. Weakens nearby darkspawn. That is a good sword. And Shadow Belt. Reduces hostility. That's good as well. And 3 Silverite battle axes. Because you never know. We were really low on Silverite battle axes. But yeah, once you kind of come back to this place, it gets kind of cleaned up a little bit. And there's a store here and another kind of neat little quest. Actually, I have a thing I can do with it. And I feel like doing that. So let's do it. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna go back to camp real quick, and then we'll come back up here and I think Levy should be done cleaning up the place by the time we get back. Although I could be wrong, but we'll see. Yes. Go back to camp. Alright, and go back.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Yes.
And back to Soldier's Peak. Hopefully Levy's cleaned the place up by now. Yep, there we go. Cool. So now there's a little town here. It would have been really cool if they had capitalized this on a bit more. It would have been neat to have this as your actual permanent base of operations instead of the camp. And like as the game progressed, this place kind of built up and you added more things to it. Kind of like if you played the Suikoden series or even Neverwinter Nights 2 had a sequence where you built up a castle and added to it over time. And I always liked those kinds of things. And there's the party storage chest that before the advent of mods, you had to come here to store things.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
And what do you think of Sophia?
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
The keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Any trouble with Avernus?
Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower.
Yeah, keep the children away from the torture tower, please. I'd like to see your wares.
Certainly.
Alright, so what does he have in the special DLC store? Not that I have much money. After I bought that, amulet, I'm kind of cleaned out. Shaper's amulet. 2 willpower's not bad. Looks like he only has items. He has runes, really. Slow rune, cold iron. Yeah, I don't fight undead enough to warrant that. Grandmaster Frost rune, that's good. But I don't think I need that. I can sell some stuff. This. Yeah, sell that. Split mail, blah, blah, blah. Leather reinforced, Viridium scale, yeah, you can sell that. Large flat ice crystal, like that. 3 silverite battle axes, you can sell all them. Red steel maul. Historian's might. That's a pretty decent sword. It might even be better than the one that Alistair's using. And that's a good Grey Warden sword. Alright, what else we got? What about... Here's Mikhail Dryden.
You? You're the Warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
You're Levy's brother. Not much of a family resemblance.
I have a family full of traders living a soft life. Getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong.
That's Mark Meir. That's Commander Shepard right there. I just recognized him. You're a weaponsmith then.
Indeed. I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
In my travels, I found this strange metal in a crater.
This is star metal. If you give this to me, I will craft for you a thing of legend.
Star metal longsword, that sounds perfect.
And so it shall be. It is done. I call this blade Starfang. May it serve you well. I must rest after my exertions. Warden?
Nice. Now what the heck is Starfang? Whoa! Look at that. Alright, so it's it's stronger than the Dragonbone. That's awesome. Does more damage, more crit chance, more armor penetration. And it's got dexterity, which is one of my primary things I need. It has 3 extra damage on it. Oh man. And extra armor penetration. It's amazing. Well, it's hard to beat that. Sorry, Duncan's sword, but I just found a replacement. Even though it looks a little goofy. But it's mine now.
Warden?
You have anything to sell? Alright. Alright, so if I want Grey Warden daggers... Oh, wow. They're all made out of dragon bone, aren't they? Cool. Do you sell armor, too? Oh, wow. I can buy a whole bunch of stuff for my party members now. I can get them outfitted in Grey Warden attire. Well, that is sweetness. Well, I'm going to do that. Well, with what little money I have left, sadly, I don't think I have enough for a full set for everyone. But maybe I can get stuff from Morgan and Leliana at least. Alright. Well, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.